Belarus KGB claims US may invade Belarus from Poland.
Here's a summary of the article.
Belarus faces an external military threat, as conditions for a global armed conflict are taking shape, head of Belarus KGB Security Service, Ivan Turtle, said during a public event on November 1. According to Turtle, the supposed conflict could place Belarus under threat of a nuclear strike, or even US military invasion. There are specific plans regarding the invasion of our territory by the military forces from the territory of Poland as well, Turtle said, providing no evidence. Contrary to what Turtle said, the U.S. Army's 101st Airborne Division is currently deployed in Romania, close to the Ukrainian border, as opposed to Poland. Turtle added that a probable nuclear attack could also target Belarus. We also know of the paperwork regarding nuclear strikes that are planned on our territory, as it was during the Soviet Union times. Added the head of the Belarusian KGB. Russia uses Belarus to launch air and drone strikes against Ukraine, and its initial invasion force crossed from Belarus into Ukraine on February 24, seeking to capture Kyiv. Moscow and Minsk recently announced a joint grouping of forces, consisting of units from the militaries of both countries, to be stationed in Belarus, north of the Ukrainian border.
This post received a score of 15,000, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
This is so they have an excuse for not invading Ukraine with Russia. They are faking tying their own hands.
Belarus has duct taped itself to the wall and blamed the US.
Hold me back, bro.
More. Bro, why are you holding me back?
Step bro. What are you doing?
Step bro.
This guy doesn't mince words. Stepped up his game with that joke.
US. We are?
We don't want it. Maybe it is a game of hot potato?
It's like that episode of South Park where the boys are trying to lose at baseball so they can have a fun summer, but all of the other teams are trying to lose too. Except the winner gets Belarus. Edit. Obvious spelling errors.
Gives, I thought this was America, a whole new meaning.
Oh yes, the one thing keeping NATO from achieving total world domination, Belarus.
I don't think this is Belarus arguing that the US is going to invade. I think this is a scapegoat they're using against Russia so they don't have to put troops on the border with Ukraine. Sorry Putin, we can't help you. We're worried the US could invade any minute.
Sorry, you have trouble fighting imaginary Nazis in Ukraine. We're preparing for an imaginary invasion of the USA here. We can't help? __.
Greater than imaginary Nazis in Ukraine, not imaginary. Before all this special operation, an actual neo-Nazi group came from Russia, through Belarus, and into Ukraine. Too bad Russia keeps forgetting to say they're Russian Nazis.
Anyone wondering? Putin is putting a lot of pressure on Belarus to join the war, and their great leader knows he will for sure have a coup if he joins the war. The head of the military has already publicly stated they will. I think they also know exactly what is going on and that it is a losing war. Belarus wouldn't be able to have a war on two fronts, so they know damn well that Poland is not attacking, but they want Putin to think they are about to be invaded so they do not have to join his war, as they need their troops to protect against evil West.
Lukashenko is not exactly a genius, but he hasn't stayed in power as long as he has by being a complete moron. He knows that sending his military to Ukraine makes it more likely that he ends up getting run out of the country altogether.
IMO remaining in power as long as Luka has with the crazy delicate house of cards shows he's got more smarts than Putin. Putin can afford to make the occasional blunder and, with Russia's natural resources and strong domestic military, he's fairly safe. The fact he's still kicking given Ukraine is an example of that. Luka is basically sitting on a pile of TNT holding a constantly lit match, and if he holds it the wrong way the entire thing goes kaboom.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.